My name is Slinkachu, I'm based in London. I started working with miniatures in 2006, so 11 years ago now. And it was an idea that actually came to me pretty much fully formed. Initially, it was just about placing the figures on the street. And the more I did it, the more I became interested in the photography side of my work as well, and interested in telling stories with my installations and creating narratives that would thread through and touching on various issues about the city. So from that small beginning, it took on a life of its own. I plan a lot of my work quite far ahead. Everything I make, usually I make at home, and then take with me to a location. Often I will know the location, particularly if it's in London, and I'll plan something specific for that environment. If I'm going to a different country or a city I haven't been to before, I'll try and do as much research as possible on that place, but it's all created at home, then taken to a new place, and I'll try and find an area which naturally feels like the figures can fit in that city. So usually the issues that I like to explore in my work are based around how we live as people, as humans in the urban environment, in a city, the pros and cons of that, and societal issues. So my work here obviously isn't on the street, it perhaps doesn't have the element that connects it to the street as such, but I wanted to create small vignettes that talk about how we interact with the environment and nature, and that's been something that the past few years I've become more interested in my work. Nature in a city, the way it's hidden, the way it can creep up from the pavement and start to take over a man-made environment. So all this work uses insects and bugs that you'd find in a city, ants, snails, and I guess shows how we interact with those things, usually trying to dominate them or take them over, subvert them to our own wishes, because everything in a city, even the nature itself is tightly planned and controlled usually. A park is planted and the trees are trimmed and nothing's allowed to escape from that. The concrete surrounds that park and everything is in an enclosed area. So yeah, it's more, the work is about how we interact with nature, really.